What's up, guys? Today we have a reaction video of Mike Tyson beating the shit out of someone on a plane. Troy, how excited are you?
On a scale of 1 to 10, roughly 11. I just this is the
This is
greatest type of
awesome.
shit that can happen.
I wish I was on this plane, but let's go ahead and pretend we were.
Yeah.
This is George talking to Mike Tyson, bro. This shit crazy, bro. Mike Tyson. My dog done got lit, man. He over here rapping with Tyson. Mike Tyson trying to give us some shrooms.
You had to get him to shut up.
You don't know how to act. Tyson looking out, man. This shit crazy. You should have never gave you niggas money.
Peasants.
Huh? This guy is just lit.
Oh, there it is. Gee, look at those.
Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back.
Those short rights.
He's so lucky.
Net flight.
He's
Boy
dude.
just got beat up by Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he's lucky he couldn't full extend those punches.
He got
Look at him. He's just destroyed. Yeah, he's lucky he didn't have the space to wind up.
Yeah, I know.
And just, I mean, dude, oh my god. 'Cause, I mean, even with that range, even with like a
I know.
foot
I want to go back to when he's
space.
like punching him.
Oh my god.
Like, look how fast he can swing
Mike,
his
Mike,
arm,
come
even
on.
though he's
Let's go
not.
stop
He has
back.
no room to swing.
There's no ability to have any form there, and yet he's still. God, I can't imagine how much power he's able to put into one of those punches just from that like disadvantage.
Yeah, the short
position.
range. Yeah, and he can't throw turn his hips into it or anything like that. It's just all like short arm.
Yeah,
But-
man. I mean, look, obviously he fucked this guy up like pretty decently, but he didn't knock him out. You know, dude will be okay. He'll learn a lesson.
But did we not forget that like Tyson was literally the baddest motherfucker on the planet, and you just don't talk shit to or annoy or even talk to them like that. Those type of people. You know what I mean? Like,
Look, okay? So, first of all, I'm pretty sure when you are an elite fighting person like Tyson, your fists are literally by law considered deadly weapons. So first of all, that's, I don't know what the legal ramifications are of this, but that could be, I don't know, that could be a huge charge. But at
nah,
the same time,
I
I
hope
feel like
not.
there's no way this guy presses charges,
This
right?
guy
Like,
can't. If he does, he's one. Yeah.
he's public enemy number one. Like
Yeah.
it was like Tyson bit a dude's ear off and then just totally was like, guy, I like pigeons. And then he was like, everybody was like, he's so soft and nice. Like everybody loves Tyson at this point.
Yeah, yeah, he's the super high, always tripping dude now. You know what I mean? That's what
Yeah.
that's what he's known for now.
20-year-olds are like, you know about Mike Tyson? And they're like, yeah, I know about Mike Tyson. You're like, oh, you know about like Punch Out and like back in the day. And they're just like,
Oh, he makes weed.
oh, dude, like he gets high and does a lot of mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
Is that kid that's like friends with Joe Rogan or something? I don't know. Oh my god.
Yeah.
There's no way. I mean, this guy was just chasing attention, right? He's got to be. I mean, he's
Well,
wasted. I'll give him that.
Yeah,
But
it's both. It's also, I think people think that because Tyson is at a higher level, like he won't attack you. Like if you wouldn't do this to a normal person because you think, all right, they could attack you, but you're thinking
what do they
Tyson.
have to lose?
Yeah, Tyson is like this upper echelon, like celebrity, whatever, that he won't. But you forget that he's from like the ghetto and just literally was raised to just murder people. And you just keep
that is
just keep
true.
poking them, and of course it's gonna come out.
Yeah, man. Does this, like, obviously this story in the public, like a lot of people are. Look, at the end of the day, you shouldn't lose your cool and beat the shit out of somebody. But I'm sure there's a lot of people that are still going to be like, all right, kind of on Tyson's side, like, fuck that guy. How do you think this story goes over with his friend group? Like, he goes back and he's having a barbecue and he's hanging out with friends and he's like, yeah, I mean, I fucked around with Mike Tyson and he beat the shit out of me. Like, Do you think those friends are just like, we're not cool with you anymore, man?
No, I think they just say you were a dumbass because he got what he deserved. So I think you just move on. If this guy
Guess so.
then tries to get back at Tyson, which obviously would be a lawsuit or something, then right now he was the bad guy. He got what was coming, and after that, that's the end of it.
Yeah,
That's how I
there's no
see
way
it.
there's no way we don't see there's no way we don't see some more on this, like a case of some sort. But I'll be honest, I am kind of surprised that like that there's not more public backlash because like let's compare it to the obvious, which would be uh you know Will Smith rocking the shit out of Chris Rock. Um, dude, both of these are assault. You know what I mean? Like both
Yeah,
of them are
but
straight up assault. But
Chris Rock didn't like this guy's invading. Technically, you could say this guy is invading his space right now. Like he's leaning over. You know what I mean?
that is true.
And
Dude,
I'm
when
sure
it's-
Tyson
Tyson is-
said like, "Leave me alone." We don't have proof of that, but I'm sure he said like, "Hey, that's enough." Or like, I'm sure he just didn't sit there silently the whole time and then just immediately attack him. I obviously we
Could
don't
you
know
imagine?
that.
Could you imagine sitting there like just being another passenger and watching this dude like not really berating Tyson but annoying Tyson and he just
Yeah.
keeps doing it and keeps doing it and you're just like in the background you hear that like Dark Knight tension music where you're like fuck dude, like I don't know what's gonna happen here, man. Like I'm fucking nervous.
Yeah.
And he just fucking explodes on this guy.
Like, look at this guy, dude. Seriously?
Dude, there's another part of the video where he's just staring across the aisle like blankly and you're like that dude's not present behind that face. Like he's not there.
He's also
fucking
like
gone.
showing off for the camera. You see that?
Is he
He's showing.
does the guy say my boy's got bars for Tyson or something like that?
No, but you see
He
how he's
said-
looking back at the camera, dude? I think that's
Yeah.
also another thing too.
But he said, I'm pretty sure the dude's friend says at some point, like, "Oh, he's got bars for Tyson, or he's spitting bars at like something like that." Like he's like the dude's rapping.
No.
Like he was like, you know what? I'm finally gonna start my rap career, and I think the guy to get me where I need to be is Tyson. I think he's the one.
Oh my god, dude!
Oh.
Look at this guy trying to like hold him back. Like Tyson
Yeah.
just stopped that on his own, man.
You know that dude's like, fuck, dude, like, hey,
Look
just
at
don't
this
like
guy
don't
right
murder
here.
somebody
He's like,
on my plane.
please.
Like, don't murder somebody on my plane. I don't want to get any closer to you than I have to because I don't want.
Dude, you
What if
don't
he?
want
What
him
if he
to.
fucking? Dude, what if he was like, you forget about the old me and just bit his ear off?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I understand why Tyson. I don't know if you know why Tyson bit Holyfield's ear, but it's because Holyfield actually kept on headbutting him when they kept clinching, and he was headbutting him a lot, and Tyson literally snapped, and that's why. So their heads were together, and they just kept on colliding, and finally the heads were together one time, and Tyson snapped, and that's when you see him go like. But that's what it was from. I saw on. I think it was on. I don't know if it was on Rogan's podcast, the first one that Tyson did, or it was on a podcast where he explained that it was because of. I mean, it doesn't make it right, but it's not that he just did it randomly. You know what I mean? Like he
Yeah.
was just getting headbutt, and nothing was. The ref wasn't doing anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a similar situation in the sense that nothing that the guy did makes him beating the shit out of him right, but
No.
kind of like, I mean, from a certain perspective, I get it. Like sometimes you gotta, sometimes you gotta
And-
just assert yourself.
Another thing too, the bodily damage that was done was not that bad. Like if that guy turned and looked and his nose was broke and both his eyes were swollen shut, then I think we'd have a different. We'd
Dude,
be like, whoa. But dude, he
show
has
me
some
that
cuts
face.
on the side. You know what I mean? Like, look.
Show me that face.
Yeah.
Look at
This is just.
Look at this fucking guy, dude.
But this is a
He's
guy that just knows he he was wrong and he just got his ass kicked. But he didn't. Like,
Yeah.
look, he's not. He's gonna wake up and this is gonna be black and blue. But that's it. Like he's.
Yeah, dude. But listen. 30 seconds ago, this guy is like,
I know.
and all of a sudden he's like he's just fucking.
Dude,
Like,
this
he's
face
like,
is so awesome.
He's like, yeah, I did fuck up. Like right now, he's thinking about his life choices. He's thinking about what led him here. He's thinking about like that one thing he did in middle school that really embarrassed him in front of the rest of the school. Like he's just going through his whole life right now, and it's just all falling apart in this moment. And he's staring at that camera like, fuck, dude. This is what I'm gonna be known for.
I don't obviously know this guy, but I just feel like this guy could be the person that could try to spin this in a positive route. Like, oh, dude, I got beat up by Tyson and I survived, or I didn't get knocked out. Or like he would, you know what I mean? Like say like I'm a tough guy. I could just see him like his ego spin it that way, you know?
Yeah, he could start a podcast called Tyson's Victim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Look, this is absolutely bonkers and wild, and it's amazing to me that we have so much good news. Not good news, but we have so much interesting news happening within like a few weeks of each other. Yeah, I feel like I couldn't be happier that this happened.
All right, well that's our reaction to Mike Tyson beating the shit out of this fucking guy who deserved it, by the way. So
Clearly on Tyson's side.
yeah. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe and let us know what else you'd like to see out of this channel. Thanks a lot, guys.